twists. That's the way I like to live my life. Right on. Jiminy Christmas. It's actually plugged in. She hate me. You missed the only good chance to tell her about the herpes. You're just going to look like a dick if you bring it up now. Good time to sight out of mind, and that's an awesome way to live. They teach us that in the States. I grew up in the States, and just before I moved here, I'm having unprotected anal sex with an unconscious heroin addict. And it's in a dumpster full of medical waste. And, you know, it's getting a little frisky. She's starting to come to. I wonder where she is. And I was thinking, man, I'm so glad they canceled sex ed, because this could be bad if I knew better. But I did move here from Philly. As you can tell, I don't have that kind sort of glassy, dead-in-the-eye look that most native Vancouverites have. No offense. Just tells it like I sees it. But right before here, I broke up with my girlfriend, and the reason I give is just because 5-6 nights a week, I've got this 22-year-old live Asian girl with Brazilian wax knocking on my door asking for booty calls. Thanks me right afterwards, goes to bed and makes me breakfast, and after a while I got really tiring. And that's the most believable thing I could come up with. The truth of the matter is that we got in an argument and about the nature of cute. And she was all like, oh, it's all unicorns and airbrushed kittens and little picnic baskets. So when she went to work, I airbrushed her kitten. And I was right. She didn't think that was cute. But I got my cats when I got out here, just a sort of, I got white cats in case ever I felt the urge, which I haven't yet. Eventually, one more time spraying from the boy cat, and I might have to spray back. But I like them because they're awesome. You know, they wake you up every morning. They're there for you. They're a little, you know, they demand a little attention, and they die before you have to pay for college, or they get old enough to really disappoint you. And I don't think they get enough credit for that. I also got some sea monkeys. Damn fucking right. Excuse me. I couldn't help it in the ad. You see them cavorting about, and you see the guy with a scepter, and it was just awesome. And a little throne and the crown. I don't know where they got them because I didn't see it in the pack. But you know, I watched them for a while, went to bed, and I got up the next morning and they were gone because they'd evolved into little Neanderthals that escaped using rudimentary stone tools. I suppose it was bound to happen eventually. Sorry about that, Jim. And North Korea has been rattling the sabers again. You don't hear it up here because we're, let's face it, militarily inconsequential, although Harper's going to stake the claim to the Arctic. And we turned back a Russian bomber, one of the ones with propellers, so you know they meant business. But North Korea is waving their arms and they're threatening nuclear annihilation, and I just think that is fucking awesome. Well, you know, Jamie Farr's got his golf thing, but Loretta Swit hasn't worked in years. Not a lot of MASH fans out there. I'd make some after MASH jokes, but I'm damn sure no one knows what that is. I hired a wet nurse recently. I don't have kids, just sort of for old time's sake. You know, friendly face in a new town. How you doing? You look so pretty when you sleep, I almost feel creepy for watching. And they say there's cultural differences, but that's not a good pickup line in Philly either, which is weird. Neither place they particularly care for that. I got tickets for the race for the Cure, which was awesome. I had my little big foam finger and everything, and after a while I got a little disappointed because I thought they'd found the cure to cancer and they kind of hid it somewhere in the city and kicked everybody out of the oncology ward at once. But they were going for the whole noble approach, whatever works. So one of the things I want to do out here is get into the film business, and obviously the stand-up comedy thing isn't going to work. And I pitched a few shows back in the States. The reality thing's really big. The two shows, well, it ended up being one. I wanted to pitch two, and I couldn't decide between America's Fattest Hobo and America's Cheapest Hooker. Creatively, it was just, So I settled and I sort of narrowed it down to America's lowest common denominator. And they weren't interested in a math show. Said it was too highbrow. All right, somebody remembers math. There's a lot of young girls in the room, relatively speaking. I have glasses, I'll just go with my assumption. Which is all well and good, but young girls, unfortunately, require much too much attention. Is that all right? You like that? Just blink if you're frightened. It is all its complications. The only two things I want to know when I go to bed with a woman is who gets to wear the Captain Crunch outfit and who gets to slowly lose consciousness. Thanks, you guys have been a lot of fun.
Keep it going!
Every time I slide out of mind, that's an awesome way to live. They teach us that in the States. I did anal sex with an unconscious heroin addict. And it's in anal sex with an unconscious heroin addict. And it's in I'm so glad they canceled sex ed. Because I here from Philly, as you can tell, I don't have that kind sort of classy dick. Just tells it like I sees it. But right 6 nights a week, I've got this 22-year-old lithe Asian girl with a Brazilian wax. Goes to bed and makes me breakfast. And after a while, I got really tiring. It's the most believable thing I could come up with. The truth of the matter is horns and airbrush kittens and little picnic baskets. She didn't think that was cute. But I got my cats when which I haven't yet. Eventually, one more. They're awesome, you know. They wake you up every morning. They're there for you. They're a little, or they get old enough to really disappoint you. I also got some sea monkeys. Damn fucking right. See that dirt? It's just awesome. And a little throne in the crown. You know, I watched them for a while. Went to bed, and I got up the next morning, and they were gone. They escaped using rudimentary stone tools. Bound to happen eventually. North Korea has been rattling the sabers again. You don't hear it up here because we're, let's face it, militarily. And we turned back a Russian bomber, one of the ones with propellers, so you know that. North Korea is waving their arms and they're threatening nuclear annihilation, and I just think that is golfing. But Loretta Swit hasn't worked in years. I'd make some aftermath jokes, but I'm damn sure no one knows what that is. I hired a wet nurse recently. For old time's sake. You know, friendly face and a new doing. You look so pretty when you sleep. There's cultural differences, but that's not a good pickup line in Philly either. They particularly care for that. I got tickets for the race for the cure. After a while, I got a little disappointed because I thought they'd found the cure to cancer. You wore it once. One of the things I want to do, I pitched a few shows back in the States. The reality thing's really big. The two shows, America's Fattest Hobo and America's Cheapest Hooker. So I settled and I sort of narrowed it down to America's lowest common denominator. Said it was too highbrow. All right, somebody remembers math. There's a lot of young girls in my assumption, which is all well and good, but young girls, unfortunately, require much too much attention. Just blink if you're frightened. Who the woman is, who gets to wear the Captain Crunch outfit, and who gets to slowly lose consciousness.